It's Heather. Perla. Say hi, Perla. It's Heather and Perla. Hey, so today I've got 2 videos coming out because Perla and I have a bunch of errands we're running. Now today's February 7th. It is Friday and it's my 33rd day as a new YouTube content creator. I started this journey on January 6th and I started it with all right, I'm gonna do this. I got laid off, in quotes, laid off from my job of almost 25 years, and I've written a book, I've created art, so much art. I have a huge art studio that's full of paintings. I need to sell those. I've done a lot of things and I haven't felt like I've gotten it out. And so I started researching about a year ago. Had a health scare too. So I started researching how to make money on YouTube. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've learned so much. Why don't I start talking about it? And so I started taking you with me to run my errands. I have a little slice of Texas, and my dog Perla jumped in the car and she was wanting to go too. So it's the both of us now, and we are sharing our YouTube journey and our daily journeys with you. I swear one day she's gonna start talking on camera. Perla, you're so happy. So we already ran one major errand for the day, and now we're finishing it up. And ooh, y'all, in Texas we love some breakfast tacos. I'm trying to decide if I should stop and get one, even though it's not breakfast. Okay, well, anyways, I wanted to say, as of today, I have 45 subscribers, and I am so thankful for the subscribers. I am so thankful for the comments, and I respond to all of them with an emoji, but I don't type back. I know all content creators are different, but I just wanted to say, maybe the title of this particular video is gratitude in 2025. Without subscribers, I would still be I almost said producing, that's the wrong word. I would still be uploading a 20-minute video every day, because that was my goal to myself. I'm going to do that for 90 days. I'm going to see how long it takes to get monetized, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to use my phone. My phone, this is the longest I've ever had an Android. I worked for one of the largest telecom companies in the world since 1998, back when iPhone wasn't even a thing. We had Blackberries back then and Nokias, and but so if you can imagine, as an executive for many years, we were, if anything happened to your phone, or if it even looked bad, we were given a new phone. It was delivered to our front porch the next morning, already loaded with everything you needed. We didn't even have the words cloud yet. Nobody said things like that. They still said words like server. So I digress. I wanted to say, without me uploading content and you guys commenting and letting me know that you're seeing my content, it makes me energized, and it makes me knowing that I made a commitment to myself. I want to do this every day because I want to see what the journey looks like. How long will it take for us to get monetized? I guess it's market days weekend. Lord, there's a lot of traffic in this little bitty town. We don't live in it, we just live by it. But anyhow, so I want to say thank you. There's 45 subscribers, and if you're like, Heather, if y'all don't know, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have not just subscribers, but anybody watch 4,000 hours of your content. So you have to produce content, right? You have to put content on your channel so people can watch it. And you've got to have them watch it for 4,000 hours before YouTube will deem you as somebody that can be part of their YouTube partner program, which means they can put, or advertisers can put ads on your videos so that, you know, they can bring in money. So YouTube calls it the YouTube partner program. That's when you see people saying monetize their channel. It means that they were invited by YouTube to be a part of their partner program. And then you will then have ads, you know, advertisements. You will have them on your videos. Now, from what I understand, because I'm not there yet, but from what I've understood by everything I've read and what I've watched on YouTube, you can pick where the ads go. So that's why sometimes when you're watching a video, you can tell when the content creator has picked where to put the ad, and Lord, you can tell when they didn't. Because every once in a while, it's like right at a pivotal moment where you're like, wait, what happened? Anyhow, so whenever content creators say thank you for letting the ads run in the background, it's because that is it's just the way of the revenue stream flowing for them. Now, another thing that's important, subscribers is number one. Perla doesn't like the wind, so you might see me do windows a lot up and down. We've all had Toyotas in my whole family. Love me a Toyota. Okay, so subscribers are important. Your content is important. But what's more important is consistency. You know, you think about the stuff that you like to watch for entertainment. Don't you love it when you're like, ooh, there's something new? Or, you know, if you're my age, back when it was like, oh, it's Wednesday, there's like a new whatever episode of I can't even think right now. All I keep thinking about was Friends. But you know, whenever a new episode of whatever show you liked would come out on the television, because, you know, nothing was tech back then. We had 3 channels at our house when I was growing up. So that's why you want to subscribe, because new content from the people that you like to watch their stuff can come out anytime. And if you are on the flip side and you consistently are pushing out new content, people will watch it. And it's that whole thing with the more you do it and the more regular you do it, people can't help but start to look forward to things that are regular in their life. You know, like even if it was every Thursday or Thursdays and Sundays, or, you know, for me, I try to do, if I'm going to do 2 videos, I try to do like a morning, maybe an afternoon. I try to do at least 20 minutes a day. And then once I get back home, after running my errands and doing all the stuff I have to do for the day, then I'll upload on Wi-Fi. Everybody's different. You do what you want. You can do everything from your phone. You know, I could upload while I'm running my errands and doing all of our stuff. I'm just choosing to do it this way because my phone is so old that it runs out of juice quick, and that's annoying. So whatever. Just know that you only need a phone. You don't need a computer. You don't have to edit. Now, am I monetized? No. Do I think that I'm gonna get monetized? Yes, that's my goal. If it takes a while, it takes a while. But I do know that less than a week ago, I had less than 20 subscribers, and now I have almost 50. So it's gonna be an incremental growth. It's not. I don't really want to use that word. I like the word trajectory. You know, it's like I want it to look always be going this way, always be going up. And you know, YouTube has analytics, so they've got a dashboard, right, on the YouTube Studio app. If you don't have that and you're thinking about starting your channel, go download the app at least. Like, maybe you're like, I don't know what to talk about. So we're going to talk about content in a minute. But if you're like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, well then let's just get ready, okay? Most people have a cell phone. If you don't, figure out somebody who's got an old one in a drawer somewhere that they don't want. Tell them to strip all the data or whatever makes them feel better. And then ask if you can borrow it. And just use it on Wi-Fi. Y'all know those work on Wi-Fi, right? You need to plug it in, charge it. It may not even keep a charge. Just keep it plugged in. You can still take a video and you can upload stuff. You don't have to have a data plan. You don't have to do any of that. Those things, they work on Wi-Fi. Period. End of story. Y'all, hang on. I'm not sure how they work overseas. I think in different countries. I could be wrong. So I'm just speaking specifically about the United States. They normally work on Wi-Fi. So try to make that work. Or, you know what? Grab your kid's old, I don't know, they have an old, like, laptop they don't use anymore, Chromebook, something like that. Those things work on Wi-Fi too. Get yourself ready mentally is what I'm trying to say. Look at Perla. She said you can do it. Perla, you're so sweet. It's gonna get windy, sugar. All right, it was a little bit of a busy intersection, so I just wanted to, like, pay attention for a minute. I've lived here in this area for over 30 years, and I know where the accidents occur on a regular basis, and it's not funny at all. I'm sorry, I just saw a rabbit. That was weird. That's the only reason why I stopped talking. My apologies. Dangerous intersection because people act stupid. We live really close to a large university, so as I said yesterday or the day before, we have babies that are driving all the time. Okay. All right, so I wanted to check my notes. The YouTube algorithm, I keep reading some super awesome stuff about how small content creators feel like, let's see if I can get Perla in there. They feel like 2025 is pushing more small channels out. So what I think is happening is there's more people like me that are doing content that are really trying to engage with an audience on YouTube, but also I'm researching, I'm looking things up every day, all day. You know, if I'm in line somewhere, if I'm doing laundry somewhere, whatever I'm doing, I'm trying not to be idle during the day when, when you're just standing in line, there is no reason to feel like you need to make that into a productive moment. But for me, I'm in my 90-day, I want to do this goal. So I'm constantly thinking and doing. I have some huge respect for, being the master of your own schedule and your own life. So please don't take what I just said into anything about, like, yes, you should relax. Yes, I believe in hammocks, and I live in the country, so obviously I like things to be quiet and calm from time to time. But I'm in a 90-day goal. So what happens after the 90 days, I'm going to still be doing the same thing. But I'm also going to open up my channel to my store and it's going to be a trickle-down effect from some of the things I've talked about, like my being lost at sea. That was a pretty big deal because the Coast Guard called my family and told them that we died. And I'm here, I'm alive. Perla came along after that. She's made life really fun for us. And I had delayed PTSD, which was crazy. I've got a psychology degree, and I didn't know that delayed PTSD was a thing. I may have learned it in college, but Lord, that was a long time ago. And I found myself lost for a little while. It's like I was lost at sea, and then I felt like I was lost on dry land. And I started painting. I started painting really big paintings, like 8 foot by 6 foot, and getting lost in them instead of feeling lost myself. And our garage turned into my art studio. And the next thing you know, right before I started this channel, I was like, well, I feel like my studio is full up. And my kids and I, we took photos of everything, and we were going to start a store. And I still felt like I had so much to say. And I was like, gosh, I've been doing and going and doing and going and trying to work on me mentally. And I need to take a break from like the idea of, I guess I just needed a little mental break from, so my paintings are landscapes, which is great, but there's also like a whole deep sea theme, you know, like there's lots of tumultuous waves, there's lots of whales and sharks, and I painted a shark that, did y'all know that great whites can be 25 feet long? By the way, that's how long my studio is. I was like, holy crap. When we were lost at sea, I just thank God. And everybody, don't get all weird about me saying that. Everybody's different and the things they believe in, and I just believe everybody should be happy. And I'm just so happy. I never thought once about how big a shark could be underneath us. Wow. It still makes my stomach do flip-flops a little bit. So, I went through an octopus phase, and I'm really close with my doctor, who I would see regularly, as well as my my therapist. And y'all, my therapist's name was Delight. I went through like 6 of them, and I was like, I have a psychology degree. I don't need a therapist, but I knew deep down I did, because something was like wrong. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't remembering things like I used to. Everything was changing really fast. 2 years after being lost at sea. Y'all, I went back to work within 24 hours of being lost at sea. I was in a suit, and I was in heels, and I dropped my kids off at school, and I drove my hour and a half to work, and I got there on time. And I thought about it when I sat down at my desk at work. I thought, wow, like literally this time yesterday, I was in the middle of the ocean, and we could not see land. It was surreal. So a lot of things I've read about, if you're curious at all, is that delayed PTSD is definitely a thing. It can occur if someone has a shock. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's your body responding to a huge stressor. But when it's delayed, you could literally be in shock because your brain/body is trying to protect you. So if you imagine, like, I just didn't know what to do or think. I knew I was a little freaked out by the shower the morning before, when I was putting my suit, getting ready to put my suit and heels on. And I remember thinking that's weird, but we were out in the middle of nowhere forever and whatever. So it was 4 days. It was 3 days, and it was 4 hurricane-like winds. The winds, the waves. I don't think I want to get into it today. It's not like, ooh, I can't talk about it or my brain will blow up. It's more like I usually just don't touch on it for too long. I have an entire garage full of how I feel about it. So sharks, whales, octopus. I went through like kid-like paintings, more realistic, more abstract. Then I stopped and I had a visit with my doctor, and I've always been super healthy, and like blood pressure 120/70 forever. And so he started saying, I'm sorry, Perla, there's cars coming, honey. I said, he would say, I want to see what are you painting right now? And so that became my monthly doctor's visits with him. And then I would do Another one I would show, you know, my therapist that, but we really talked through things. And if you have PTSD and you landed on my channel and you're wondering why, it's because I am a fellow I get you person, and I used EMDR. Once she and I had spent some time together to where I felt a trust in her. She also had PTSD, and I had read and heard about EMDR, and you'll have to look that up. But it's a crazy, there's no way this can work kind of thing, and it changed my life in 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now. And it goes along with what I was saying earlier today, where on my first video of the day, when I was saying, I'm so sorry, Perla's mad about the wind. When I was saying, like, you know, if you're having a bad day or a shit day or something, and you're like, Heather said, reach for a better feeling thought, you know. But if you do that and you're still just having a bad day, well, I just don't see what's wrong with that. Now, if you don't want to, don't do it. But EMDR, same thing. If you're already experiencing, and this is just where I got in my journey with PTSD, where I was having severe survivor's guilt, severe. And people would say, you know, you should be thankful for this, or you should be thankful for that. And I was like, you know, F that. I was just mad. I was mad that life just didn't feel right anymore. And so when she said, do you want to try EMDR? I was like, well, I'm already here, I guess so. And when you hear the story of her, and, you know, by the way, I still see her, and it's been a while. But she did say once that, man, I just can't believe you're the same person as when you first came to me. And it's kind of like, well, I woke up. So you have to be thankful for some of the people in your, I'm sorry, Perla, to be thankful for some of the people in your lives that when you really do notice a difference, try to recognize why is it different? What happened? And you don't have to feel compelled to thank people for making you a better person, if that's what you think, right? So I'm specifically speaking about Delight right now. Hi, Delight. I haven't told anybody about my YouTube journey, nobody. So this could be years before she sees her name being spoken, or if ever. But I'm going to tell you guys what I told my kids a long time ago. Don't do something because you want to be thanked for it. Do something because it makes you feel good to do it. If you do things because you want the gratitude, you want the thanks, then I really believe you're doing it for the wrong reason. I think it's part of it, but that's not the whole thing. You shouldn't be serving the homeless for Thanksgiving every Thanksgiving. But you shouldn't be serving them free food for Thanksgiving because you know that it's the right thing to do. You should be doing it because inside it's what you want to do, because it makes you feel good to do it. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm missing my whole goal here. Do something because you feel compelled to do it. You know, take out your trash, clean your dishes, do all that stuff because you're supposed to. But I'm talking about when it comes to other people. Do it because it makes you feel good to do it. Perla, let's tell them bye. I'm sorry, I got long-winded eight ways to Sunday there. I just want to tell everyone, thank you so much. I really do understand the importance of subscribers, content, consistency. I hope that I can bring something to the table every day. Every time you see my face, I hope that I can encourage you. Guess what? If you're having a bad day and you just heard about some chick that you don't know that lives in Texas that seems kind of cool, that's my little ploy there, but she was lost at sea. What? I don't know. Imagine that happening to you and going, I'm so glad that never happened to me. There, you just reached for a better feeling thought. Bam, done. Or if you're like, I would hate having that dog in my car right now. I'm glad it's her and not me. Bam. You just reached for a better feeling thought. All right, guys, if this is the first time or the last that you have heard my voice, I just want you to know that you are kind, you are loved, you are supported. And if that rings true, or if it doesn't, subscribe to my channel, join my community. We should all support each other. Y'all, if everybody that joins my community goes in and subscribes to everybody else that's in my community, just know that it's coming back to you as much as you're putting into it. So that what we're putting into things, we're getting it right back out. And the more we do that, it's going to train the algorithm too to acknowledge in 2025 what small content creators look like and push that data out to more of us. Yeah, we're an us. Perla, let's say bye. We love you. Come back when we're going to have more content later. Okay, bye guys.